All right, music fans, welcome back. It is I, Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Uh, Vince Gill versus Bernie Leadon. Who would have been a better choice to sort of shore up this roster of musicians? And again, let me be clear, Vince Gill is a great musician, okay? He's got a great voice. He does great harmony vocals. All of those things are great and important, but there are a number of people who are out there in the world who could fill that role. Heck, you could have Graham Nash go out with the Eagles, right? If you wanted all of those things. Maybe not the guitar player part, but you had this guy who is in the group. He actually came back, sat in with the group for a while. Was with the band originally. His name is Bernie Leadon. You know Bernie? Now, I could make some controversy here, which I like to do, which people I guess enjoy. They either want to get mad or want to agree. It's one of those two things. And if you're going to get mad at me, fine, I get it. But Bernie Leadon and Don Felder, from what I understand, are fairly good friends even to this day. That might have had something to do with it. You know, everything's bad that has to do with Felder. I don't know. Bernie could be out there. Look, wouldn't it be cool to dig into some of these deeper Eagles album cuts and hear a tune like Bitter Creek, which is just a fantastic Bernie song? Or even I Wish You Peace. You could close the show with I Wish You Peace. You could wish the audience well and then break into I Wish You Peace. Would be just a fantastic moment. And for Eagles diehards, people that enjoyed the Bernie stuff on these albums, why not, right? What do you got to lose? I mean, look, you can play Hotel California a million times and Life in the Fast Lane a million times. Give the fans something a little bit unique and different. I know Vince Gill is there for, to shore up things and to give the band more name ID. And nobody is happier, I keep hearing this, nobody is happier to be there than Vince Gill. Well, yeah, where was his solo career going before this all happened? This was a perfect thing for Vince. And this takes some of the pressure off Don Henley. If it doesn't go well, people can blame Vince. Deacon being young and maybe a little wet behind the ears. By the way, Deacon seems like he's handling this really well, so it's not a Deacon problem. In fact, let Deacon sing Old 55 and Heartache tonight. Please, oh please. I mean, those were Glenn vocals, right? Old 55, if you listen to it, I think Vince sang the whole song. He even sang the Don Henley part, which was weird. At least on the version I heard. Usually you hear Don Henley sing that part about the stars and the sky and stuff. Didn't hear it. Maybe it's lousy audio. I don't know. But the point of this video, and again, it's a brief video, is to say, I think Bernie Leadon would have made so much sense. At that point, too, you've got two original members in the band, which is really cool. And maybe you dig deep into some catalog that the band hadn't performed maybe ever live. I don't remember any of those Bernie songs getting played, but then, Eagles Live came out after Bernie left and so forth. I'm sure there's some good bootleg tapes out there of performances of Bernie songs, but let's get Bernie out there. Let's just do, what we could do? We could do a weekend with Bernie, okay? Whatever, if they're doing a couple of stops on a weekend, say, hey, Eagles Weekend with Bernie episode, and have Vince go off with Amy Grant somewhere and send him to Hawaii on a little vacation, kind of like they did with Felder. Send him out to dinner and then record the vocals for Victim of Love. They could send Vince out of town and then have Bernie fill in for a couple of gigs and then record the whole thing live. It would be like the reunion with Bernie live album, something. All right, I'm done because I'm all over the place on this one, but having fun as usual. Again, we'll be doing this soon. Real music in real time for real people, just like you and me, Bernie Leadon, Vince Gill, everybody tuning in to the Real Music Observer. Talk to you soon.